Here's some quick history on coronavirus. In December 2019, the Chinese authorities said to the world that there was a virus spreading through their communities. But by February 2020, the virus had already spread to multiple countries and the number of cases had doubled. This is how coronavirus works. Viruses are simply just a main body around a genetic material and a few proteins. The virus will enter through the mouth or nose and from there will proceed to travel to the lungs and other places such as the intestines. Even a little bit of the virus can cause serious damage. Your lungs are lined with billions of epithelial cells which protect your organs and have other functions, lining your organs and mucosae. After corona has reached the lungs, it will attach itself to a specific receptor of the victim's membrane to inject its genetic material. The cell then goes and fills up with more copies of the original virus until it reaches the critical point and self-destructs. After the cell dies, it releases new corona particles ready to kill off more cells.
After about 10 days, millions of body cells are infected and millions of viruses swarm the lungs. But this is just the beginning.
As your immune cells pour in the lungs to fight off the virus, corona infects some of them, causing confusion. Since cells have no means of sight or hearing, they have to communicate through tiny information proteins called cytokines. Corona causes infected immune cells to overreact, and they send in way more immune cells than it should, wasting materials and causing serious damage. Neutrophils will arrive in thousands. They will start pumping out enzymes and destroy as many friends as enemies. As that's happening, killer T cells, which order controlled suicide, will start ordering healthy cells to kill themselves too. This keeps happening as more and more immune cells come. It can get so bad that it can cause permanent damage. Eventually, your immune system regains control and kills off the infected cells. After this, millions of epithelial cells have died, and the lung's protective lining is gone. The alveoli can now be infected by bacteria that weren't usually a big problem. Soon respiration will become very hard and can even fail. Bacteria will now rapidly multiply and soon will enter the bloodstream and overrun the body. When this happens, death is extremely possible. Keep in mind, coronavirus and the flu are different from each other since corona is way more dangerous, corona spreads faster, and is more contagious than the flu. If you live with anyone, or you spend time with people, or even if you never talk to anyone in your life, being the introverted introvert, please do the following. This is not a suggestion. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap, but if you can't at the moment, use hand sanitizer. Make sure you don't have dirt on your hands first and don't overuse. Make sure when going to the store, you only buy what you need, don't overshop. Practice social distancing so you don't kill your grandma. Watch some good anime to pass the time or something. I don't know, man. Okay. There's some good anime, some suggestions. Have masks around, but don't use them unless you yourself are sick or you're around someone who is sick. Hope this was informative enough, and don't be freaked out, just be aware about it. If you freak out, you'll cause more harm to yourself and others.